Hi, it's Lynn Shuck with Healing and Balance, and we're going to look at some very specific shoulder and upper back work. It is also wrist and forearm work. And we're calling this arm hovers, and it's also a shoulder extension, arm extension. Extension being when the arms go behind your back. This could be preparatory work for things like bridge or shoulder stand, or maybe it's just work to counter our everyday, where we live. So when we're doing this, I like to use a block between my feet. I put the block 6 inches wide, flat. It helps keep my legs a little bit active here. And I'm gonna lay down on my stomach, prone. Head is off the floor. Arms are next to the body with the palms flat on the floor. I'm not trying to lift up. I'm trying to stay fairly low to the ground, and my head will be looking at the ground while I'm doing the work. So the first thing I do is pull my shoulders away from my ears. You can think of elbows heading towards your feet or shoulder blades sliding down your back, but we don't want to be here. We want to pull those shoulders back. And then lifting your body as little as possible, hover the hands off the floor. See if you can keep the shoulders from crashing toward the ground and put them back down. And so again, shoulders are back and we hover the hands. We're bringing those upper arms slightly behind the body and we put them back down. Let's take it again. Hovering and putting down. Now, the legs themselves, I'm just hugging the block. It keeps my legs active, but I could think of pressing my feet and my thighs and my pubic bone toward the floor if I want to add that extra effort. If you're confused right now and you're just trying to figure out the arms, don't worry about the legs yet. So let's add the further movement. We're gonna hover the arms and I'm gonna keep my hands in this position with my fingers pointed forward. I have to lift my elbows higher still. I wanna clear the floor and take my arms all the way back. And then once I get back there, extend the fingers into that straight line. I'm gonna bend at the wrist before I start moving the arm. And I'm gonna lift the elbows up and I'm gonna try and come through without touching the floor and put my hands on the floor. And you probably noticed I lift my chest a little. What normally happens if I really keep my chest still on the way back, when I'm bringing my hands forward again, I usually scrape the floor a little. So yeah, your hands might hit the floor. What we don't want to do is curl the knuckles, take the hands back, and then go back, because you won't have to lift your arms so high. The point here is to build the strength and the mobility to take those arms behind your back. That's the work. See if you can engage the legs as well, even if it's just hugging the block. And try the hovers, and try hover and extension. And again, we keep the wrist flexed, in extension rather, the wrist is bent all the way back until the end. And then the first thing we do is go into wrist extension, bending at the wrist to take the hand forward. There it is. Go.